You may now begin your presentation.
We are living in a wasteful world. 1 in 3 people are food insecure globally, yet 1/3 of all the food we produce is wasted. Our busy lives in the city often distract us. In the European Union alone, households account for half of the total food waste produced annually. A survey of 180 people we conducted revealed that people are not ignorant about food waste. They just need help managing it. The biggest challenge is the steep learning curve of changing habits. How to store food properly, what to make out of food scraps, where to buy fresh local food.
These ultimately led us to the development of our app, Vimini. We mitigate food waste by teaching our users about the prevention and about the alternatives. We do that by offering them 3 things: a database of curated tips on food storage and waste upcycling, an AI-powered search engine that allows active research paired with daily personalized feed for passive learning, as well as a network of sustainable vendors, all available at the fingertips of our users. The first feature of the app is the access to that database through a chatbot interface. The user can easily specify what kind of food scraps they want to work with and immediately receive practical ideas ready to implement. They can save their favorites into the library. For motivation, they can take a look at their statistics and see how much they have already learned and accomplished. And importantly, they can also view special offers from our partners, markets, and vendors that share our values. And that last thing, the vendor listings, was actually inspired by our users who wanted to not just mitigate food waste, but also shop more sustainably. This pushed a whole second leg of Vimini, a B2B SaaS targeted at vendors, food vendors, aiming to reach eco-conscious customers. The plan is quite simple. The users are getting a free freemium experience, while on the vendor's side, they can pay a subscription to have a space within the app that they manage and can publish special offers or loyalty perks directly to the audience that's already looking for those options. We're not the first to talk about food waste, but we're the first ones to bridge all the key elements together. While our competition is focusing on surplus sales or community sharing, we are bringing together the AI assistance, the shopping guidance, and lastly, the habit building.
Vimini started 3 years ago with a mission to promote sustainable food habits through community-based workshops and partnerships with local farms. Now, building on that foundation, we have launched the Vimini app to bring these sustainable food practices directly to our users. For MVP, we have launched a newsletter campaign sharing weekly sustainable tips over the last 3 months. We then tracked engagement and received feedbacks confirming strong interest. Additionally, we have approached some supermarket stores and some local retailers to understand the user needs and to refine our app's features to better serve our users. Our roadmap begins with project branding and app and website development, followed by soft launching the app, beta testing, and gathering feedbacks based on real user input. By the 5th month, we plan to secure our first market license as we launch the first public release of Vimini app, so that in the next 3 months, we can secure additional market licenses as we generate revenue. And by the end of the quarter, we aim to scale, track food waste reduction, and eventually create a community aligned with SDG 8, 9, 12, and 13. But how do we accomplish this?
We are aiming for eco-conscious individuals and sustainable supermarkets. We have a KGR of 28.5%. Worldwide, we have a TAM of 66 billion, a SAM of 21 billion, and a sum of 53 million. Really, we divide our costs in half in investments to develop new technologies, and 1/4 in marketing to reach new customers, users, and supermarkets. We are using the market penetration strategy, investing massive in the most important social medias, communities, and events. We are asking for this sum, and we're expecting to have an EBITDA positive in year 3.
Vimini contributes to 6 sustainable goals, with particular focus on climate action embodied through responsible consumption and production. We as a team want to create the bridge between intent and commitment. We want to create pressure for systemic change, and there is no other time to do that but now. We help our users find better alternatives, shifting demand toward better businesses. It starts with daily actions, supported by thoughtful design. Vimini helps users develop lasting habits, and we are creating green communities. From Enactus UNIPD, we are Vimini. Spanning 9 different countries across various academic backgrounds, we are truly international, and in Padova, we have come together. Siamo qui, siamo Vimini. Thank you.
We can begin the question and answer session.
Okay, we're coming together for the questions.
Thank you for your presentation. I just want to understand, at the moment I understand that you are an integrated environment between good habit teaching and the marketplace. Which is your distinctive feature?
Do you mean, if I understand correctly, what is the distinction between the competition? Okay, so competition within this sector of basically reducing food waste and marketplaces is that none of the applications are, okay, there are Glovo, there are other marketplaces that do not focus on specifically on green opportunities. What we want to have is more of a listings of, for instance, surplus items that can go to waste and therefore promote change. And on that note, the competition is only focusing on allowing the markets to just sell it in place. So for instance, we have the competition Too Good To Go, in Olio, in Karma, and all of those are either just exchange between people within the community, or basically it's a different model for the shop. So they are, through us, they are advertising towards the customers that are ready to pay premium prices for organic produce. And through, for example, Too Good To Go, they are just offering basically cheap sale of surplus items, if that's answering the question. Thank you.
Hi, thanks for the presentation. I would like to understand the pricing and the model, how it works, the range from 250 to 5,000 euros. I imagine ranging from B2C to B2B customers. Thanks.
I will preface this maybe, if we want to answer, the financial manager maybe should answer, but I want to preface the one thing. For the users, the casual customers, the subscription is supposed to be very low. It's supposed to be basically a freemium model because the customer base, the user base, is what we have to offer to the markets, because otherwise they're advertising to no one. So we cannot put a boundary of price to that. But the range, what you're talking about in the report, is the range between the pricing for local operation markets, small shops, and the big chains of markets, because we are aiming to collaborate with local shops, which would be the best for organic, for the sustainability aspect, but at the same time, we want to push change and scale by collaborating with bigger markets who can and probably will be at the end of the operations where they can get the price on the higher end from us.
Hi. Okay, congrats. How do you think to reach local producer? To insert them in the platform?
So we have already...
Not local producers, we just...
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yep. How do you think to reach local producers to insert them in the platform?
Okay, thank you for this question. This is very interesting because Padova in particular has a strong tradition of local markets, and this is something that we are planning to do. This is something that we have done already. In fact, we have talked to local markets to see if they are interested, as well as supermarkets. And as part of our roadmap, as part of the first few months of brand creation and community building, we would love
I
to
am
approach.
sorry, the time has expired, but thank you very much.
Thank you.